Hey, welcome to Slay the Spire 2. Today playing the daily challenge for March 11th, 2026. The character is the Necrobinder. The Ascension is 6, and the modifiers are Flight. You may ignore path into the next room to travel to. Sealed deck, choose 10 of 30 random cards to replace your starting deck with. And Murderous again, you start each combat with +3 strength, and all enemies start each combat with 3 strength as well. I am curious if there's just no third modifier other than Murderous, because this is the only one I've seen so far. But yeah, Flight and Sealed deck. I actually have not unlocked Ascension 6 yet, so I have no idea. I assume it'll be similar to Slay the Spire 1. Again, you have a bunch of glitch scores. Yeah, fine. Let's get started and see what I can do. First, let's review the Ascension mode. Okay, so we have Swarming Leads, which is more leads. Weary Traveler, which is less healing after the boss. Poverty is less gold. I actually had no idea what Tide Belt Ascender's Bane. And, well, Ascender's Bane probably gives you the curse, just like in Ascension in Slay the Spire 1. Yep, Ascender's Bane, Unplayable, Ethereal, and Eternal. And then what was the last thing? Gloom? I have no idea. I guess we'll find out. Tide Belt is probably less gold from card rewards. Although, no, that's what Poverty is. Well, we'll find out. All right, so I have played the Necrobinder a few times, especially multiplayer, where it's a lot of fun. Now, there's one strategy to go for Austie cards, so let's review those. Actually, I think because it is somewhat of a new character, let's go through all the cards again. And you can use the timestamps in the video to skip ahead, but yeah, let me click on one of these, and then view upgrades, and then go through them. Yeah, all right. So Afterlife, Summon 6 Exhaust when played. So that's good if I'm going for an Austie deck, and it upgrades to be Summon 9. Next, you have Blight Strike. This is good if I'm going for Doom, and I had some success with the Doom card. You know what? Actually, let me do it differently. Let's start from the end, because the rare cards might be more interesting. All right, so Soulstorm is deal 9 damage, deals 2 additional damage for each soul in your exhaust pile. That's the other synergy, going for a soul type synergy. And this upgrades to deal 3 additional damage for each soul. Okay. Devour Life, whenever you play Soul, summon 1. Ooh, interesting. So this is very tempting. 2 rare cards, both going for soul synergies. Severance, deal 13 damage, add a soul into draw pile, hand, and discard pile. That's also pretty good. Would work well with either rare cards. Rattle, Austie deals 7 damage, hits an additional time for each other time he has attacked this turn. So this is if I was going for an Austie build, 9 damage with an upgrade. Melancholy is slightly more useful against AoE damage fights or co-op fights. So gain 13 block, reduces cards cost by 1 energy whenever anyone dies. Upgrades to be 17 block. And Fleeting Touch is really useful because there are a lot of enemies that do multi-hit attacks. So enemy loses 8 strength this turn, upgrades to be 11 strength. Okay. Dredge, put 3 cards from your discard pile into your hand and then exhaust. So I think this works well if you have cards that either get cheaper or there's some synergy of bringing cards back. And what was the upgrade? I accidentally misclicked that. Upgrade. Okay, let me click on view upgrade. There we go. And it becomes retained upon upgrade. Interesting. Debilitate. Deals 7 damage. Vulnerable and weak are twice as effective against the enemy for the next 3 turns. I think that's useful. I had that in a co-op fight, I forget, a few days ago where somebody else was applying vulnerability and weakness, and then I was basically making it more powerful. 9 damage and 4 turns, okay? Death March, I think this is a new deal. 8 damage, deals 3 additional damage for each card drawn during your turn. So that's works well with card draw synergies, 9 and 4 up and an upgrade. Dance Macabre, whenever you play a card that costs 2 energy or more, gain 3 block. I feel like, I mean, I'm sure there's some synergy. I haven't been able to use it. I picked it up a few times. I haven't been able to use it as well, because usually you run out of energy, right? So it's very hard to play cards that are that expensive. Capture Spirit, enemy loses 3 HP, add 3 souls into your draw pile. So that's a problem. It's draw pile, so I won't be able to actually play them until after I draw them. Where was I here? Borrow Time. Yeah, Borrow Time is great. Apply 3 Doom to yourself, gain energy. So it's basically, Doom doesn't hurt you unless you're about to die. So it's effectively free energy if you have enough block. Cell is Retain, deal 8 damage to all enemies. That's the standard attack card. Snappus, Austie deals 7 damage, add Retain to a card in your hand. With an upgrade, it becomes 10. Sculpting Strike, deal 8 damage, add Ethereal to a card in your hand. I think there's a synergy with Ethereal cards too, but I don't have any of those. Scourge, apply 13 Doom and draw 1 card. 16 and 2 up and an upgrade. Revis, deal 9 damage, add a soul into draw pile. I am really tempted to go for a soul deck. Reap is nice, deal 27 damage, that's basically like a nice bludgeon, 33 upon an upgrade. Pull aggro, summon 4 and gain 7 block, 5 and 9 with an upgrade. Negative Pulse is a decent defensive card, gain 5 block and then apply 7 Doom to all enemies, with an upgrade becomes 6 and 11. Invoke is next turn, summon 2 and gain extra energy, and 3 with an upgrade. Grave Blast, deal 4 damage, put a card from your discard pile into your hand, also interesting, and doesn't exhaust upon an upgrade. Grave Warden, gain 8 block, add a soul into your draw pile. And then Flatten, Osty deals 12 damage. This card costs 0 if Osty has attacked this turn. I think there was a daily where we had 5 copies of this. So once you have more than one way to deal damage with Osty, it becomes powerful. Fear deals 7 damage and applies vulnerability. Drain Power deals 10 damage and upgrades 2 random cards in your discard pile. And then there's the other card that allows you to grab cards from your discard pile back to your hand or your draw pile. Defy gains 6 block and apply weakness. Defile just deals 13 damage and is ethereal for 1 energy. And yeah, I already removed the Blight Strike and the Afterlife. I am really tempted to go for a Soul deck. I haven't done that before. I think I have had a lot of success with Doom decks, but I think there are a few cards that you need for it to be really effective. One of them is Panic Button. That really helps because once you apply Doom, you effectively have to wait and still accept damage, so Panic Button helps with that. And then the other card was, I think it's called Time's Up, where you can deal damage equal to the amount of Doom on the enemy, which can be really powerful. But because I don't have any of those, I think I'll go for a Soul deck. So let's pick up all the Soul cards. So I have this that deals more damage with each Soul. Unfortunately, it's only for Souls in exhaust piles, which it might take a while to get there. Then you have Devour Life for another soul card, and then Severance for sure. What are the other soul cards? So this puts cards from my discard. Actually, no, I won't really have too many souls in my discard pile. Yeah, this gives me souls in my draw pile. I don't want to take this just for the energy. And then another soul in my draw pile, and there was one more, right? Well, I can put your card from my discard pile into my hand, but I'm not sure. Hang on, let's get back to this later. This also gives me a soul in my draw pile, alright? I think those are all the soul cards. Yeah, so then I think I should have some support cards like the where is it? The card that gives me 5 block. Yeah, Negative Pulse. I think 5 block and 7 Doom to all enemies is nice. And then I did pick the Borrowed Time already. The extra energy is nice. Anything else I need? I don't think I'm going to focus too much on Osty here. I wouldn't mind another block card. Actually, no, Enfeebling Touch is really nice. Yeah, makes the enemy weakened. And then, should I just do one good attack damage card with the Reap? With all the Osties, with all the souls, that might not be a bad idea. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. I could also upgrade 2 random cards to my discard pile. No, well, actually, with all the souls, there was a card that would allow me to... Was it deal damage when I draw a card? Yeah, so deal 3 additional damage for each card drawn this turn. So if I have a lot of souls, this might be a good fit. Mostly because I can't think of another card. I mean, the other card would be a good defensive card, but I think this is fine. Alright, yeah, let's try this deck. Let's try to have a soul deck, which I haven't had before. So let me review that real quick. So I have defensively only the Negative Pulse, the Grave Warden, and then Enfeebling Touch. And then the rest is offense. Oh, interesting. I just noticed that this says enemy loses 3 HP, so you don't deal 3 damage. You make the enemy lose 3 HP. Yeah, and then the rest is basically soul synergies with just one standard attack card, which was the... Actually, no, I didn't even pick a standard attack card. All are relying on dooms. Sorry, not dooms. I mean souls. Yeah, I think I can make this work. All right, so with the flight modifier, I can hit all the elites. I think I'll risk it. Yeah, elites are a little tough. I do have a rest side in case I have to skip an elite to heal back up, but I think I should be fine. I can't see what the actual Ascension levels are, right? Yeah, that's a shame. It's okay, though. All right, so here, let's see. Enfeebling Touch is nice. I think I'll start up with... Yeah, I think just to preserve some HP, I'll do Severance, and then... Oh, I got a soul there. Right, because it gets put into my hand. Actually, this... Well, hang on. Let me see what the soul gives me. I could do Negative Pulse. No, I should do Enfeebling Touch here. Okay. Maybe the right strategy is to actually save a bunch of souls for, like, a good big turn. Deal 14 damage, add 2 additional damage for each soul you might... Oh, right, I only have 1 extra soul. That is fine. Hang on. Let's do soul here whenever you play soul someone. Alright, let's do Devour Life, then soul. Okay. Then another soul. And then Negative Pulse would get rid of this guy, but then I'll take a bunch of damage, although I could do Enfeebling Touch, right? Could also just get rid of this guy. No, I think it's good to apply Doom here. So let's do Enfeebling Touch and then Negative Pulse. So that way I won't take any damage. This guy will be dead next turn. The backline also still has Doom on it. Alright, what is the debuff I got there? Oh, right, that's... No, wait, didn't I... Something changed. I'm not sure what. Oh, this guy has spikes now. So, can I try to deal damage without... without... Actually, I do have my Osty to... Well, does Osty save me from the thorns? I actually don't know that. Let me do Severance. No, Austin did not take damage. I took damage. Okay. And then I would like to avoid taking too much damage here. Enfeebling Touch is beautiful. And then can I deal a little bit of damage, but after getting some block? Here, I can do Capture Spirit. Yeah, that way the enemy loses HP. I don't take any damage, and they'll die with the Doom next turn. Okay. Already lost a good amount of HP. Oh, I guess that's one of the things. I suspect Tight Belt or Gloom makes you start with less HP. Less than full HP, right? Another Grave Warden? Yeah. Austin deals 4 damage when you play a card that costs 2 or more. Return this card to your hand from this card pile. That's probably really going to trigger. Let's take the Grave Warden. Okay. Alright, regular fight here. I got the Sludge Spinner. 11 incoming. Block might become a problem, right? I do have a Grave Warden. Here, let's do Severance. Actually, no. I think I'm going to try to defend by doing Grave Warden, Negative Pulse, and then Soulstorm. Okay. 14. Devour Life is not the worst, but not amazing either. Let's do Devour Life, then Borrowed Time, Reef, and Capture Spirit. And then hoping the souls give me more souls. Beautiful. Alright, and then I should be able to... I need energy. I don't have enough. Didn't I have something that... Oh, right, I'm getting... I summon every time I play the soul, which is good. Soulstorm is enough to kill. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, Lethality, Reap, or Wisp. I am tempted to take Lethality... Reap, I mean. Wisp might be really good, too. I think... I am worried with all the souls I might need more energy, so let's grab a Wisp here. I misclicked. I should have gone for a... question mark room. Might have been a mistake. We got Sea Punk here. Yeah, let's do... Good thing I have some block here. Let's do Borrowed Time. Ooh, do I want the Wisp? Not yet, actually. Let's do Severance, Grave Warden, Capture Spirit. Then see if the souls give me anything good. Yeah, okay, these are good. Devour Life is interesting. I will take a little bit of damage. This only does 14, right? I mean, if I want to be aggressive, let's do this. So I'll take a little bit of damage this turn, but then hopefully I can deal 11 damage next turn with... I can't. Hang on. Reef does it. Beautiful. Alright. Got a Potion of Doom. That's really nice. Apply 33 Doom. I might save that for the boss fight. Blightstag Spirit of Ash. Doesn't you? Whenever you play an ethereal card, gain 4 block. I knew there was some ethereal synergy. I think I've seen this before. So this would work if I was going for an ethereal deck. Scourge is interesting because of the Doom and the card draw. But I think I want to... I don't want to make the mistake. Although I guess if I'm going for a high score, I have to pick up a thick deck. Fine. Let's hope the souls will help me. So let's take the Scourge here. Okay. And then I don't think I need a shop. Let's do a question mark from here. I did get a shop. Never mind. I guess I don't have a choice about that. I hadn't seen Chemical X yet, so glad to see that's still in the game. Haunt is on sale whenever you play Soul, a random enemy loses 6 HP. That fits perfect in this deck. I also would love to buy the Dark Shackles. I could do another Negative Pulse, but I think I'll take the Dark Shackles here. Yep. That also allows me to almost spend all of my gold, which is great. Let's do the first elite here. Alright, this one is a little tough, the Terror Eel. I do have the Enfeebling Touch, but that's not enough. Let's do... Well, here. Let's do Grave Warden, then Haunt. Then, I could play everything with the Borrowed Time, right? So let's do Enfeebling Touch, almost fully defended that way, and then do Death March. Okay. 18. Yeah, this might be a problem, right? So, Reef. Alright, so I think I have to do Devour Life. Okay. Then I kind of want to grab some block with the Negative Pulse. Let's do Severance so I can play something with the Soul. No, I can't even do the block here. I might have taken a lot of damage here. That's a shame. Down to 25 HP. I might have to rest at the next rest site, actually. At the next floor, I mean. Alright, I did get a Dark Shackles here. Not super useful, but I'll play it. And then let's see what I get with the Grave Warden and then Scourge. And then at least I have some souls that those deal 6 random damage. That's good. And then Soulstorm is 20. That would force a transformation. It's not a bad idea. Although, I could also do Severance. Actually, Death March does a lot of damage too. Yeah, let's do Grave Warden and then Death March. Okay. Alright, not being attacked, that's good. Let's do... Hang on, do I want to... Can I grab more soul? Yeah, let's do Capture Spirit, then do... Sure, another Reef, and then do the souls. Okay. Alright, each soul I play gives me not only summon, but also deals 6 random damage, which is enough to kill here. Beautiful. Okay. So once I have the souls going, I'm doing fine. Just getting there, that's a problem. We got a Rainbow Ring. The first time you play an attack, skill, and power each turn, gain 1 strength and 1 dexterity. So I need to remember to do that. Shroud. Whenever you apply Doom, gain 2 block. That's... Yeah, if I was going for a Doom deck, that might be good. Dredge is not horrible. Put 3 cards from your discard pile into your hand. I do feel like I have enough energy that that might be worth it. And just to be safe, I think I'll rest here. As much as I like to go for a question mark room, let's just play it a little safe. I only heal 19, which is not a lot, but hopefully that'll be enough. Right, here I got the Skulking Colony with 12 incoming. I do have the Grave Warden. Man, if only I can figure out a way to gain more block. So let's do Severance, Grave Warden, Capture Spirit, then 1 soul. Was that a mistake? Because now I can't play anything else because I don't have enough energy. That might have been a mistake. I should have saved the souls. There's no reason to play them. 19. I barely have any block. Let's do Enfeebling Touch. That brings it down to 11. See if the souls give me anything good. Yeah, Negative Pulse gives me a little bit of block. I don't think I can deal enough damage, right? Let's do Negative Pulse. Another soul. Okay. Dredge, Haunt. Haunt is really nice. Can I dredge something? I think what I'm going to dredge is just a defensive card. So let's grab the Negative Pulse. Let's also grab souls. Yeah, let's do that. The Negative Pulse here, and that allows me to be fully defended thanks to Osti. Okay. Right, here. I don't think I need the Dark Shackles. Let's do, yeah, more souls by doing Reef, Grave Warden, and Scourge. Okay. 24. Alright, there's Soul Storm. That's a good amount, but not quite enough. Let's do Grave Warden, then Soul 1, Soul 2. That's a lot of days. Now, I do have the Enfeebling Touch. Brings it down to 8, so I am fully defended. Let's do another Soul. Borrow Time. I can do Grave Warden and then Soul Storm. Actually, is the Doom enough? No, but I'm very close. Okay. Alright, 15. Can I defend against 15? I do have Dark Shackles, brings it down to 6. And let's see if I can get Devour Life. Yeah, I mean, that should help me with some block, right? Let's do that. Then do another soul, and then I do need to defend against 6. So let's do the Negative Pulse, and then I have Osti. I think I'm fine here. Let's also do Haunt, and then 1 more soul, and that should be enough with the Doom, right? Okay, beautiful. So the deck can work. It does need some time to set up. Got a speed potion, which is nice. Oh, wait. I just noticed I only have 2 potion slots. So one of these tight belt is probably restricting the number of potions to only 2. That would make sense. All right, so the only thing I'm not sure is Gloom. Okay, then Gloom makes you start with less HP. That must be it. Okay, so at least now I know what the Ascensions are. No Skip, so or Reap. No Skip is really useful if I was going for a Doom deck, which I'm not. I am not a huge fan of the others, but fine, let's take so. It does deal some AoE damage. If I was getting random cards, I might as well try to... Well, ideally, I would get some block cards, not attack cards. Alright, here I got the Punch Construct. Very tempted to start with Haunt. Let's do Haunt and Severance. Okay. 17. I do have Grave Warden and Negative Pulse, but that's not quite enough. I guess I still have to do it. Let's do that. Okay. And then Death March. No, let's do Devour Life. Okay. Took a little bit of damage there. 16. So hoping to get... Okay, Enfeebling Touch is great. Allows me to not have to worry about any incoming. And then let's do a Reef and Soul Storm. Okay. I guess I could have made it stronger by playing another soul, but I was running out of energy anyway. And then here, let's do Capture Spirit, so then Soul 1, and that's enough to kill. Beautiful. And the Duplication Potion, man, it's very sad that I have to choose one of these to remove. I think I don't need the Speed Potion as much as the Duplication Potion, I hope. Here, again, not a huge fan, and none of this gives me block, right? Well, I guess this is not too bad, Dance Macabre, but I don't even have... I just have the Severance that is a high-cost card, right? I don't think it's worth it for that. I am tempted to not take anything, because I think this might be... With all the elites I have to fight, this might be tough to perfect, so if I have too much junk in my deck, that might be a problem. Got Juju Base are normally enemy combats are normally encountered in Crush Mark rooms. That's nice. And then here, I got this elite fight. AoE damage might be a problem. And I have lots of incoming. Alright, I can Enfeebling Touch this guy to avoid taking any damage. Let's do that. Then do... Yeah, I guess I'll do Haunt. We'll lose a lot of HP here. Can I duplicate something useful? Not really. You know what? I could use the Potion of Doom. Yeah, let's do that, because I'm having trouble here. So let's Potion of Doom. I guess... Well, this guy might attack me next turn, so let's target that one. It'll be dead. And then I can do something like... yeah, let's do Haunt and Capture Spirit, sure. Yeah. Yeah, still taking 15 damage here. Alright, 22 incoming. So I have anything good? No, not really. I do have the Enfeebling Touch, which will allow me to, again, get this guy down to 0 if I play the Dredge. Let me do Devour Life and Soul first. For Time is nice, So is nice. Okay. And then I think just to try to defend a little bit, actually Grave Warden is not too bad, but then I will still take some damage. This is not enough to kill, right? Although, wait, this... No, it doesn't draw me anything. Alright, then I think to be safe, I'll bring back... Actually, I can bring back energy too, and then do something like Borrow Time, Enfeebling Touch. Then, and then almost... Actually, no, then fully defend with the Grave Warden. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Right. And then here, Soulstorm is 15. That's enough to get rid of this guy. Let me play a few more souls. Okay. I can do Dark Shackles. Okay, so now let's focus on this guy with Soulstorm. Alright. And then I can do Severance. And let's just do random damage, and that should be enough to kill. Okay. Alright, we got a Shackling Potion, which is really nice. Funerary Mask. At the start of each combat, add 3 souls into your draw pile. That... Wait, at the start of each combat. Man, that's such a good relic. Yeah, I love it. Wait. Oh, combat, right. Not turn. Alright, no, still, it's pretty powerful. So Reperform is great for a Doom deck, which I'm not going for. I don't think I'll take this. This is a block card. Let's take a block card. I think I need as much block as I can, because I have 2 more elites, and I only have 22 HP. Skulking Colony, again, 12 incoming, and I don't have any... I do have to Defy with the weakness, which is nice. Better than nothing. Let me do... Should I do Severance first? Let's do Severance first to see if the Soul gives me any energy. I did get the Grave Warden, which is nice. And I got the Dark Shackles. Okay, so I am almost fully defended. So... Maybe I should do Defy over... No, this gives me a Soul. Let's do that. Too bad I can't do Devour Life, right? Yeah, no, I think I should preserve HP. It's a problem, right? If I had more energy, this might be better. 19, that is a lot. Alright, so let's do Haunt. I don't even need to play the Wisp or the Borrow Time, right? So let's do Negative Pulse, and then Death March. Definitely taking some damage here, down to 10. Not being attacked here is good. Let's do Scourge. Then, should I even do... Wait, if I play the Souls, I am dealing 6 damage, so that might be worth it. Okay. Alright, reshuffle there, and then Death March is a lot of damage, but not quite enough. So I think... Can I dredge anything useful? Let's do Sow, and then I'm gonna dredge the Sow back, because I don't need much to kill next turn. But I do need some. 24 incoming, that is so much. Soulstorm does 23, that's not enough. I still have to defend. I don't have much to defend. This is what I mean, right? So the Doom synergy is unfortunately not that great. I might have to drink the Shackling Potion. Even then, I still have trouble, right? Yeah, 10 incoming. Okay, this at least gives me 9. That allows me to be fully defended. Let's do that. Then do Soulstorm. And then the Gloom is enough. So yeah, I had to drink that potion to be able to survive. Alright, well, not survive. Not lose too much HP, I should have said. We got Gambler's Brew. Discard any number of cards and then draw that many, as well as Gear. You can gain strength. The rest sets to 3 times max. That's probably not going to happen, because I will need to rest at rest sites. Yeah, so Drain Power works really well with the Dredge, because I could upgrade the cards in my discard pile and then get them back, but I think I'll take another Defy to have more block cards. It's really risky to do another lead with only 10 HP, and it's these guys too. I do have some good potions, they might help me. There's an Enfeebling Touch. Let's do Borrow Time. Actually, I can bring it back with Dredge, right? Hang on. So let's do Enfeebling Touch this guy. I am tempted to double play the Negative Pulse. And then bring it back with the Dredge. Yeah, that might be necessary here. Also applies a nice amount of Doom, which is good. And then, yeah, if I do Dredge and then Borrow Time and do another Negative Pulse, that's 21. I'm almost fully defended. That's 21 Doom on everybody. That might be useful. Not going to be enough, though. Oh, I did not realize how much Doom I have. Okay, I have to be actually really careful here. Ooh, oh, I basically cannot lose any more HP, pretty much. Should I try to draw something better? What can I draw, though? That's a problem. I don't have good AoE damage, at least. Does deal 12 damage. Let me see. What could I draw? Dark Shackles would only target one of them, right? So I did have an AoE damage... Wait, where's my AoE damage card? Did I exhaust it? No. I thought I had an AoE... Oh, so, right. It retains. Okay. So is enough, but then I have to somehow defend. Well, let's definitely play that. Okay. So now I have to somehow defend against 32. How do I do that? I think there is a way. Or I have to deal enough damage, which also is going to be tough. Let's do Grave Warden. Then do 1 soul. Okay, Dark Shackles is nice. Brings one of them down to 0. So now I just have to defend against 20. I don't think I can deal enough damage, right? Let's do Wisp, and then I have to use the Gambler Sprue. Okay. Alright. Defy is useful for the weakness. That might be enough. If I do Defy, let's say you. Now I have 50 now. I still need a little bit extra, but I think I'm getting there. Capture Spirit is not necessary. Soulstorm deals 16. That's not necessary either. I don't think there's anything better to do, though. So, yeah, let's do Soulstorm here. And then I'll accept a little bit of damage, but at least I'm alive that way. Okay. And, man, do I want to... I don't know if I can stomach another elite, although I don't even have a rest set afterwards. So, yeah, fine, let's risk it. We got a Dex Potion, which is nice, and Blood Vial at Savage Combat heal 2 HP. At least that's something. I5 Fetch or Grave Warden. I think another Grave Warden would be great. Yeah, let's take it. More block and more souls. Okay. Oh, man, this guy 20 incoming right off the bat. I do have Enfeebling Touch. That might not be enough. Let's start with Enfeebling Touch. I think I will have to drink the Dex Potion, right? Let's do Enfeebling Touch, then Grave Warden. Okay. And then let's do Defy. That also gives me enough block and weakness. All right. 18. Okay, so, I think the Soul has to give me something amazing. Dark Shackles is that amazing card I was looking for. Beautiful. And then I should also do, yeah, let's do Scourge. Was it a Scourge? Severance, sorry. I mixed up the card names. And then let's also do Capture Spirit to get 3 souls. Okay. Alright, 27 incoming. I need to deal a lot of damage here. So Haunt is interesting. And I do have a lot of souls. I have to just draw them. Alright, let's do Haunt, then Soul 1. There's another soul that's good, and then 2 more souls. Beautiful. Okay, another one. Can I transform here? That might not be a bad idea. I also have to Dredge. I could use it to bring back Capture Spirit to get more souls for the future. Let me see if I can first transform, actually. So, Death March is a lot of damage, because I did draw a bunch of cards. Okay, let's do Borrowed Time, then another soul. Devour Life is interesting. Then do 1 more soul, reshuffle. Then Death March is 53. It's getting even better. Yeah, let's do Death March. Okay. And then Soul of Storm is enough. Okay, alright. Once I have the souls, this is actually perfectible. At Whitestone, I'll pick up 2 random attacks. Let me first see what I get here. This would be better if I had more X-Cost cards, which I don't. And putting a card from my discard pile into my hand is not horrible, but I think I will have to think about survival. Whitestone upgrades a Reef and a Death March. The Death March can be really good, as you saw in the previous turn. Okay, these guys again, and this time, no potions to help me whatsoever. Alright. Okay, so I have to Enfeebling Touch this guy. I'll have to run against 18, and I don't have nearly enough. Let me do Borrow Time. Oh, I have to be careful with the Doom, too. I can bring back another Enfeebling Touch. That might help. So if I do Grave Warden, it does mean I can't do the Capture Spirit, which is a shame. And then do Dredge. I can fully defend. Hang on. So if I do another Enfeebling Touch, this guy, I'll just have to worry about 10 incoming. And I do have 8. I think I should be fine. Fine, let's risk the Borrow Time. Then do Capture Spirit. And then Enfeebling Touch. Very risky. But, yeah, I think I should be fine here. Okay. Okay. There's a Dark Shackles. That is good. Let's do Soul 1. Soul 2. Defy is interesting for the weakness. Let's do another Soul. Devour Life is probably tempting. Let's do that. And I have the Wisp, so that should be fine. I was really hoping to get the Death March. Did not get that yet. And I'm running out of cards. So let's do 1 more Soul. Severance is interesting. But then, I mean, I do have the Wisp. Fine. So how much damage is a Severance? Not enough. 16 only. I mean, I have to get rid of either this or this. Like, the backliner has less HP, so let's try that. I do have negative pulse, that's only 6 block. Might as well do Dark Shackles here, for sure. Okay. Then do another Soul. There's a Haunt, but that's a little too late. Soulstorm is enough for 1, but that's still not enough, right? So I'll do another Soul. There's a Death March. That's enough for 1 of them, but I'm running out of energy. I don't think there's anything I can do. I do have 5 from Osti, right? So that might help. Am I summoning? Yeah, I am summoning every time I play soul, but I ran out of my souls. So if I do... Nah, that's a problem. If I do negative pulse, I still have to defend against 20. I definitely don't have that. Gonna apply weakness. That's still not gonna be enough, right? So wait, Doom is at the end of the player's turn. So if I survive this turn, the next turn I'll die. So if I play... Hang on. If I play the Defy, this will weaken it down to 7, I believe, right? Weakness is 25%, right? So, is it 7 or 8? I think it's 7. And then I have 5 plus 2, so that brings me down to 7 HP. Now, the backline will deal 10 now. That'll just kill me without even the Doom. I don't think there's a way for me to do this here. Yeah, I mean, here, I can kill one of these. But then I run out of energy, and I still take... wait, am I still... Okay, hang on. I think I'm still alive. If I can kill everything next turn, right? At the end of the player's turn. So at this point, I still have enough HP. And then I have Osti. So basically, I have to kill next turn, otherwise I'm dead. Alright, let's see if I can pull that off. This might be difficult. So, well, let's do Soul. I have to kill you, right? I can't survive. Let's do Capture Spirit. Then another Soul. So this does 31. That kills one of them. Oh, I don't have any more souls left. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do. Yeah. Alright, let's reload. Let's try this one more time. Alright, let's try this one more time. I am worried that this might be a bit of a challenge. So, the thing is, I can't even do things much differently because I don't have any potions to help me. I have to play Enfeebling Touch here, right? That's sort of a necessary given. I kind of really would like to do Spirit Shield or Capture Spirit because I do need the souls. Let's definitely do Borrowed Time. I also need the energy. I need everything here. Then Grave Warden, I also need that. Then Capture Spirit Dredge. If I bring back the Capture Spirit, would that make... No, I need the Grave Warden again. Here, let's do Capture Spirit for sure. Which of these was attacking next turn? I think the backline was a problem, right? So I think I should target that first. Okay. Then do Dredge. Bring back the energy. And yeah, I need the block, right? So Grave Warden is 8 block. Enfeebling Touch is also 8 block effectively. But Grave Warden also puts a soul into my hand. And then doesn't matter what else I get because I don't have enough energy to play anything other than Grave Warden. Okay. Yeah, I think I did the exact same thing last time. I don't think there's a way. This is the turn I had a problem, right? So let's do Dark Shackles. If only I had that power that makes me, allows me to deal damage whenever I play a soul. I don't have that, unfortunately. So, no, let's do Soul 1. Yeah, I think this is the same thing, right? Defy is 6 block. That's not enough. Let's do another soul. There's the Devour Life, which might give me some block. I do it now. No, I don't think the summon actually did help me survive. No, I think I'll try to do something else. I think I have to try to be aggressive. All right, one more soul. I do have Soul Storm. That's not enough for the backliner. Unless I can exhaust one more soul, which I don't have. Actually, I could get it with the Severance, right? So if I do... Okay, let me try that. So if I do Severance you, then play another soul, then this Soul Storm is enough to kill the backliner. And then Death March is actually enough for this guy. Alright, that might work. The problem is next turn, but alright, at least I got there. Okay, okay. Alright. Now, this guy's not attacking. I just have to worry about this one. I do have Grave Warden. That's not bad. Scourge is not horrible either, and I do have still the Sow. And another Grave Warden coming up. I might just do the Grave Wardens here. Borrowed Time would actually kill me, so I can't do that. Death March is 28, so close. Yeah, let me draw extra cards. That's 36, so now that's enough to get rid of this guy. And then I can do Haunt. And let's do Sow as well. I feel like I should be able to come with 16 damage next turn. Alright, just had to reload then. Hang on, let me not be too... Yeah, no, Soulstorm doesn't. Okay, phew, that was a close one. Yeah, Gambling Chip, that's really nice. At the start of each combat, discard any number of cards and then draw that many cards. Fetch, Defile, or Calcify. All of these are Osti cards. I think I'll focus more on the on the souls here. And then, yeah, I don't think I can smith or train. I think I'll heal. I'm actually very happy I got a reload pillar, because without that I would have only healed like 19 HP. Alright, Soulfish. I started with the souls. That's great. Wait, this is, yeah, each combat, right? Okay. So, and then with Gambling Chip, I can get rid of everything I don't want. And, Death March is actually nice because I already draw 4 cards, and I can draw more with the soul here. I don't think I'll do anything else. I think I'll just do Death March here. I have the energy. Let's do the soul. Soul Storm is nice. Defy. I think I'll do Soul Storm, might as well, and then Death March. 36, that's not too bad. Shame I don't have any potions, though. Okay. Alright, these are these beckons. I have to be careful. 19. Yeah, I can play everything, right? So let's be Wisp, Capture Spirit, then Haunt, Defy for weakness, which is great, and then Grave Warden. Okay. Actually allows me to be fully defended. Alright. Another 10. Devour Life. Yeah, that's pretty good, right? Let's do Devour Life, then play the souls. A lot of souls here. Okay. There's also Grave Warden, which helps with block. I do have to get rid of the beacon, though. Do I? Yeah, no, hang on. Anything I need to dredge? I could do Borrowed Time, and actually, yeah, I think... but, yeah, no, I think I'll do Dredge. Bring back the Borrowed Time for energy. Death March is really nice for all the card draw. And then, what else? I need a little bit extra block. I think the weakness from Defy... Actually, no, I don't have energy for that. Yeah, I guess... I can't do Dark Shackles, but I'd rather save it for later. So it's the Borrowed Time, then Death March is 44. Could do another Soul for even more damage from the Death March. I think I'll risk it. Yeah, let's do Soul. And then one more soul. Alright, so now Death March is 56. That's pretty good. And then I will take damage from the beacon, but I think that's fine. Let's do Grave Warden and wait. Okay. Alright. I am running out of souls, so that might be a problem. Here, let's do another soul. I don't think I need the Dark Shackles. Let's do so. Might as well play the beacon and then Grave Warden. Okay. 14. There's the Death March. Can I trigger a bunch of souls? I cannot. That's unfortunate. Yeah, only 21 damage, right? Let me do Scourge first to draw another card. No, that's not enough. Alright, fine. In that case, let's do Severance. Hang on, Soul. Another Soul. Okay, okay. Death March is 41. Ah, that's so close. Oh man, I'm really close here. Unfortunately, I have to play this as is. Fine. That's fine. I'll accept a little bit of damage here, but I should at least be alive. Alright, alright. Did require a relit. Wait, did I not play? Did I say I was going to play the Death March and just didn't play it? Okay, that might have just happened. Alright, well, I don't want to reload for that. Let's do Reeve, Soulstorm, and that's enough. Okay, alright, fine. Misery, I don't want a Spirit of Ash. So, Misery is interesting if I was going for a Doom deck, because that counts as debuffs. So if there's an EV fight where one enemy has like 50 Doom and the other one doesn't, this would basically apply that amount of Doom for all the other enemies, which is huge. But unfortunately, I don't have any Doom synergies. Spirit of Ash, whenever you play an ethereal card, I already saw that, I don't need it. And Eidolon, exhaust your hand. If 9 cards were exhausted this way, gain 1 intangible. That'll be good if I can fill up my hand with the souls. I haven't used this before. But I think this would sort of require me to consistently get a lot of souls, and I don't think I have consistent souls right now. I'm not generating enough souls at the moment, so I think I'll skip this. Okay. Alright, here, let's see. Alright, this is the Act 1, or Slay the Spire 1 relic guy, Darf. So, still no Warpath. I ain't gonna stop you. Alright, so Ectoplasm, you can no longer gain gold, gain energy at serve return. That, I think, is huge. I would always reject that in the daily in Slay the Spire 1, because the gold is too important, but energy is so hard to get by in Slay the Spire 2 that this might be a huge difference. Runic Pyramid, at the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. I haven't had a Runic Pyramid run with in Slay the Spire 2 yet. I don't think it fits this deck, though. I think that requires some sort of discard synergies, exhaust synergies. I don't have that. What is Dusty Tome? Obtain Forbidden Grimoire. And Forbidden Grimoire is, at the end of combat, you may remove a card from your deck. At the end of combat, you may remove... Wait, is that... Oh. Did I just find an easy way to get an infinite? If I remove a bunch of cards... yeah, basically I can do... I need an initial card draw card. That's a problem. This is really tempting. But no, I think it's too risky. Because it will take a while to become good, and it might just die before it becomes good. Let me see. So with the flight modifier, I will hit a bunch of elites, although not that many. I'm only counting 5. So yeah, I think that's a little too risky. I'm seriously considering ectoplasm. I think ectoplasm will make the run easier. It won't let me get any of the modifiers that allow me to get extra gold, which might be a problem for the score. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually very hard to survive this one. So I think I'll take the ectoplasm here. Yep. You can no longer gain gold, gain energy to start return. I think the extra energy with all the souls should be very helpful. Okay. That also probably means I don't need to hit a shop until much later. Alright, so here, let's get rid. I think I'll get rid of all of these. Maybe I'll save the Dark Shackles, but I think I should be fine. I was really hoping to get Death March, and I did. Unfortunately, that is not super useful here. Yeah, I might have messed up that. Dark Shackles might have been good. Let's do Devour Life, then Reef, sorry, and then Defy. Okay. And then, might as well do Death March, but unfortunately it only deals 9 damage. Yeah, I should have kept the Dark Shackles. That would have allowed me to not take any damage from this exoskeleton here. Here, let's do, I do have Enfeebling Touch. Let's do Soul 1. Soulstorm is nice. Anything I need to dredge? I could dredge the Dark Shackles, right? Hang on, let's do Soul 2. Okay. Then Negative Pulse, Severance. That is not quite enough for the backline. Let's target this guy then. Another Soul. Scourge is nice for the Doom. Would get rid of, well, next turn, get rid of this guy. Okay. Oh, I should have done Dredge. That was really dumb. I'm making a lot of mistakes. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to reload again just because I feel like if I make a lot of mistakes on the very first floor on Act 2, I might have trouble in the rest of the act. So let me just make sure I fix those mistakes. So the first mistake was to get rid of the Dark Shackles, which I think I'll keep now. That will allow me to avoid taking any damage from this guy, and then I can still do Defy, and that way I'm almost fully defended. Let's also do Devour Life and Reef, and no need to play Devour Time. Okay, yeah, that's much better. Okay. And then here... did I mess anything up? I don't think so. Let's do Soul. Another Soul. Yeah, I need the Dredge. Let me play that now so I don't forget, and grab the Wisp. The Soul's not bad. And then a block card. How about the Grave Warden? Yep. And then do Wisp. So Grave Warden. And actually I can kill the backliner, right? I just need, yeah, if I do Death March, it's enough for the backliner to be dead, and I am fully defended thanks to Osti. I could do Enfeebling Touch, but no, I think I'll do Soulstorm instead. That way I can also easily kill this guy next turn. Okay. I'll also try to get AoE Doom. That might have been interesting. Haunt is interesting. Yeah, wait, can I get rid of this guy? Yeah, let's do Severance. Then might as well do Haunt, then Soul, and then 2 more Souls are enough to kill. Beautiful. Okay, alright. Yeah, with the reload, I basically didn't take any damage. Another Death March. No, I think I need more Souls. Another Defy for block. No, I think I'll skip. Keep my deck thin. Let's do a question mark room here. Alright. Lantern is interesting. So I did get a shop in the question mark room. Oh, I'm sorry. I said question mark room and then no, this was a question mark room, right? Yeah, okay. So, let's see. Back operation is really nice. Lantern starts with additional energy. I cannot afford both. That's a shame. That's the problem with having ectoplasm. Still, I think... Panic Button is great. Let me take the bag operation because I have energy and I need more card draw, and then I can't afford the Panic Button, which means I can't afford anything else, and I won't be able to get any more gold, but I think this is worth it. Alright, this question mark room, I can either obtain a power or a 0-cost card, and I do have the energy, so I think a power is better. Lethality, you know what? I was tempted to take that before, and it's not the worst card. 50% extra damage in the first attack can become really powerful. Alright, let's get rid of all of these. I might save the Panic Button because next turn I'm pretty sure I don't get attacked. Let me keep the Capture Spirit though, just to have more access to Dooms. And then here, yeah, let's do Capture Spirit, Panic Button. Then Death March is pretty good. I think I will also do Lethality and then play 1 Soul to make the Death March even better. Devour Life, another Soul, and then... Oh, I did not realize... Oh, right, because of Lethality, that was 50% more damage, and that's now almost enough to kill. Alright, this guy took Capture Spirit. I definitely would like to get that back. Let's get it back with the Soulstorm. Okay. I didn't get any gold. Right, yeah. I did get an attack potion. Got my stolen card back. And then Poke, Rattle, or Parse. Draw 3 cards. That might be really good. I have the energy. I think I can go all into card draw. Alright, first to lead this guy. Infested Prism. I do like the Lethality now, so I think I'll get rid of everything other than Lethality. Devour Life is also really tempting. Parse might be good too. Okay, so the goal is to get the Death March here. Alright, that's 32 already. I can do Lethality. It goes up to 48. Then do Parse. Okay, borrow time, play these souls. Alright. Wisp, beautiful, another soul. This is up to, where am I? 102. Not quite enough, but I don't think I can draw any more cards. Which is fine. Actually, I can't draw another card with Scourge, but then I lose the double, the 50% extra damage. So let's do Death March, then do Scourge. Okay. Haunt. A little too late for that. Sorry about that. So yeah, I think I should focus on defense. So let's do Grave Warden. Then, yeah, I guess I'll do Enfeebling Touch. And then, Negative Pulse. I will still take some damage this way, but, yeah, that's fine. I only lose 1 HP that way. Okay. Alright, 19. So, I could do Panic Button. That's risky. Might be worth it, though. Let's do Severance. I think I'll do Panic Button. Yeah, yep. Then do Soul 1, Soul 2, Soul 3, Soul 4. Let's do Severance. Another Soul. Really hoping to get the, keep forgetting the name of the card, Death March. Yeah, that would have been pretty good at this point. I can do Soul Storm, though. That's not bad. And then I just need a little bit, well, next round I will need 27 damage, which I think can be doable. Nope, plus the 16 block. I didn't account for that. I do have Death March here. Devour Life. I don't think I'll do that. Dredge. Let's do Soul first. Then Borrow Time. Then Dredge. And I think I'll grab 1 Soul at least. And then, could I do Dark Shackles? Yeah, that would help. Not quite enough, though. I don't have any more card draw, right? Let's do Severance. Okay. Then do another Soul. Dark Shackles, and then Death March is 43. That is enough. Beautiful. Okay. Tuning Fork. Every time you play 10 skills, gain 1 block, and all the souls are skills, right? Oh, beautiful. That's really nice. Really great for this deck, too. Sweeping Gaze just has Austin deal damage. I don't think I need that. Page Storm. Whenever you draw an ethereal card, draw 1 card. I don't think I need that. I think I'll take another Wisp. Well, do I need extra energy? Yeah, might as well try it. Alright, here I can either enchant and attack with Corrupted, or transform something. I think I will enchant my Death March with Corrupted. Because... oh, it even doubles... wait. Hang on. Why did it go... 50%? Oh, so it doubles both the damage and then also the benefit, the added damage. That can be really powerful. If I draw a bunch of souls, it might deal more than 200 damage soon. Alright, sorry about that. Took a small break here. Okay, so this is my least favorite lead. Because of all the days. But I think if I get a bunch of souls and then just have 1 huge Death March, which with the Corrupted might be pretty feasible. Alright, let's try this. I wouldn't mind... actually, Dark Shackles is really good here. Let's get rid of everything. I don't need block. Actually, I will keep the Parse. Alright. Okay, so let's see. Let's start with the Dark Shackles for sure. I could also dredge something. I could dredge the... wait, no, the soul exhausts. Okay, let's do Parse. I could draw another card with Scourge. Let's do that. Okay, there's 1 soul. I mean, I haven't played an attack, right? So if I get the lethality and then Death March with another soul. Nope. 1 more. Ah, so close. Did not get it. Can I dredge any card draw? The problem is dredge costs me energy and I can't gain energy back, so... I do have borrowed time. Let's try it. Let's do dredge the Parse. Oh, I can do 3 things. Oh, I'm running out of space. Let's do another borrowed time. And then how about Scourge? But yeah, that only gives me card draw. Okay. Let's do Wisp here again, then Parse. There we go. 177. I do lose 2 HP, but totally worth it. Okay. Got Heart of Iron. Gain 7 plating, which is great. Letter Opener every 5 turns. Or sorry, every time you play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Also really nice. Defiled Ability Bury. I think now that I have my strategy set... basically using Death March as much as I can. I basically cannot pick up anything that does not help me. So yeah, let's not take that. I also would like to be able to remove cards at the shop if I can. Oh, right. I can't get an extra gold, so I can't even do that. At a Kabika, your first attack, each combat deals 8 additional damage, which is nice. Okay. And then let's do another elite here. Alright, this one is tough because I don't have a lot of AoE damage cards. I might need the negative pulse. I might have to rely on Doom in this particular fight. I would like lethality. Devour Life is also really good. Let me get rid of everything. I will keep the Dark Shackles for block. Let's keep this as well. And I'll keep a Wisp. Hopefully I'll be able to get some card draw. Alright, I did get Soul and Parse. Alright, let's do Dark Shackles this guy. Then Wisp, Devour Life, then Parse. Okay. Oh, right. Did I trigger the... no. What triggered just now? It wasn't a tune... oh, the Letter Opener. Right, that's what it was. Okay. Let's do Borrow Time. Severance is pretty good. Let's play that. Okay. Then play another soul and one more soul. So Tuning Fork is... Oh, just block, right? No damage. That's fine. Alright, let's do Scourge. Okay, so the backliner will be dead with the Doom. But let's see if I can actually kill it without taking any damage. There's another Wisp, another soul. Actually, if I just trigger the letter opener one more time, I should be fine, right? Can I bring back... Yeah, I can bring back the Borrowed Time and a soul. And maybe Parse, or is that too much? Let's do Dredge, Borrowed Time, soul, and... How about Severance? Don't have a lot of energy, but I might try to make it work. Okay, backliner is dead. That's good. Man, Haunt would have been great, huh? I didn't notice it was in my hand until now. Alright, let's see. Negative Pulse for 7 more Doom to everybody. Might be good. I don't think I have a good option. Yeah, actually, I think I'll do so. This guy's dead with the... actually, I have enough from Osti to be able to fully defend too, right? So let's target this guy. Okay, so this one is going to be dead with the Doom, and I'll just need to deal 1 damage. That seems very doable, right? Death March. Actually, it will make me take damage to Soul Storm instead. Alright, we got an Explosive Potion, which I'll skip, as well as Captain's Will. At the start of your 3rd turn, gain 18 block. That's really nice. Yeah, none of this helps, so... Yeah, let's move on. Okay. Alright, another question mark room here. So, choose 2 of 8 random common cards to your hand, or... Obtain the Chosen Cheese at the end of combat, gain 1 max HP. That's really nice. I think I'll take that. Let's take the search here. Chosen Cheese. Yep. Gain 1 max HP at the end of each combat. Okay. Right here I got the Infested Prism again. 25 incoming. Panic Button is tempting. If I can get a good setup on everything else, I think I'll do Panic Button. I won't even take the Wisp. Okay. Alright, let's do Haunt this time from the beginning. Okay. Then do Severance. Alright, then do 1 soul, a 2nd soul. Borrowed Time is great. I kind of want to do Lethality. I haven't played an attack yet, right? Or did I? Oh, I might have... Wait. Was the... Yeah, I did play... Did I play Severance? I did play Severance, right? So I did get an attack. Alright, fine. Should I do Scourge? Reeve is also interesting for the upgraded soul. Okay. And then let's do Capture Spirit and Panic Button to be able to fully defend. And hopefully I'll be able to deal enough damage next turn. Do have a lot of souls. Just need to get to my Death March. So, yeah, let's do Soul 1. Soul 2. There's a Death March for 62. Oh, that's nowhere near enough. Alright, let's, I guess, draw more cards. 98 now it is enough. Beautiful. Okay. Got a Power Potion, which I don't think I'll take. Warpaint on pickup up with 2 random skills. That's Parse and the Wisp upgrade. I probably should have checked what card I'm offered first, but I think that's fine. Delay is not bad, but I think I should be okay here too. Yep. Okay. And then I obviously cannot spend... I don't have any gold to spend in the shop, so I think I'll skip the shop. Remove 2 cards from your deck, add Normality to your deck. The problem is I cannot remove that card, and I do rely a lot on card draw, so I can't do that. So I have to do this enchant a card with Perfect Fit. Whenever this would be shuffled into your draw pile, place it on the top... Wait, place it on the top of your draw pile instead, I assume. I don't think anything is specifically shuffling a lot into my draw pile, right? So I guess it doesn't matter too much what I hit. But being able to put the... oh, right, and I cannot... That's the other thing I noticed, that if you have a status on one of the cards already, like Corrupted, you cannot add another one. Which probably makes sense. It will make certain cards way too overpowered. So, I don't know. What do I want to draw on the first turn as soon as I reshuffle? I mean, yeah, sure, why not an upgraded Wisp? In case I don't play it, although chances are I usually play it, right? A block card? Haunt? No. Let's do the Parse. Why not? Yeah. So, in case I ever reshuffle, I basically get free card draw in the beginning, which is not a bad idea. Alright, the Destiny Millipede again. And I start with the Death March, so let's draw a bunch of cards. Severance is interesting, but I think I should be fine without it. Alright, as long as I draw the souls, which I did. So this does 60 damage. That gets rid of one of them. That's not going to be enough, though. Let's do Scourge first. Okay. I guess let me see what the soul gives me. Panic Button is nice. Let's do Borrowed Time. I can Enfeebling Touch this guy. I probably can't avoid playing the Panic Button. I might have to. Doesn't even make sense to Death March somebody. Yeah, I don't think it does, because it will kill one, but I have to sort of deal damage equally. So I think instead I'll do Negative Pulse, apply Doom to everybody, and then do Enfeebling Touch this guy. Okay, so I just need to win against 20, and I can do 2 Grave Wardens. It's really tempting to just get rid of one of them, be done with it. Fine, the backliner has more Doom. Let's get rid of this guy, and then try to deal enough damage to the backliner and this guy next turn. Okay. Alright, lots of income here. I do have Dark Shackles, which is useful. Let me do... actually, Capture Spirit first. Then Soul. Wisp. Oh, I can dredge something. Yeah, clearly I'm going to dredge the Death March. And then let's also grab Borrowed Time. And did I have that card draw card? I forget the name. I did not. Is it in my hand? It is not. Alright, fine. In that case, I don't even have Severance here, right? Capture Spirit? Why not? Okay. So let's do Dark Shackles you. Then Death March is not actually enough to kill yet. Let's do Capture Spirit. Then Death March will be enough. Alright, let's do the Souls. And there's the parse. I was looking for that. Okay. And then one more soul. I think I have to kill them both, all of them, though. So this is 100 damage. That's awesome. But then can I deal the remaining 12 damage here? Can I have a card that deals 12 damage here? Actually, here. Let's do Borrow Time. Then Haunt. Then Parse. And I don't have enough, I think. Let's do another soul. I don't have enough. Unbelievable. Can I trigger Letter Opener? I do have Wisp. Never mind. I do have enough. Beautiful. And then, here. Can I can just play Capture Shield. Beautiful. Alright. We got Toxic Egg whenever you add a skill into deck upgraded. Very nice. Deathbringer. Apply 26 Doom in 1 week. Yeah, it would be great if I was going for a Doom deck. A second Haunt is interesting. But I think 1 is enough. Man, I haven't been able to remove a card and I'm just picking up new cards. But you know what? I think it would be a lot of fun to deal 12 damage every time I play a Soul. I don't think I actually need to rest here. Do I want Strength? No, not really. I think I can upgrade. What does the Haunt upgrade to? It allows me to deal more damage. I don't think I'll need that. Do I have... Oh, I already upgraded the card draw card. That was the only other thing I sort of desperately needed to upgrade. The parts. I don't have any other cards that upgrade. Hang on, let me review the upgrades. Is there a card that allows me... There was a card that allowed me to draw 1 card. Okay, Scourge. That might make sense. Yeah, let's upgrade that because that way I'll draw an extra card. I think at this point card draw is important. Okay. Alright, here I got the Knowledge Demon. I think I'm not being attacked on turn 1, so I think I can try to use that to set up. I will keep the Capture Spirit. I don't think I need anything else. Haunt is really tempting. Let me keep that too. Okay. So then let's do Haunt, Capture Spirit, then Wisp and Parse. There's Death March. That's pretty good. I don't have a lot of card draw, though, unfortunately. Yeah, fine. I think I'm going to dredge the Capture Spirit again. And I don't really need anything else. So, oh, but then I can't do Death March. Yeah, I kind of should do 72 damage. That's pretty much worth it, right? Fine, let's do Death March here. Okay. Alright. Oh, I didn't realize I triggered the Rainbow Ring. That's nice. So I have to choose between taking damage and drawing fewer cards. I think with the Souls, I am okay with fewer card draw. Alright, so here, let's do Soul 1. There's Lethality, that's interesting. There's also Scourge for card draw. Alright, there's another Soul. Dark Shackles is nice. Wisp is nice. 1 more Soul. There's Panic Button, that's a little risky, but I am fully defended here, so I don't think I need that. So instead, I think I'll do Lethality, Grave Warden, and Negative Pulse for more Doom. Okay, so far so good. Another 33, that is a lot. That is a lot. Alright, let's do Devour Life, then Soul 1. Okay, at least I have a bunch of Souls here, so that's nice. Another Soul. Panic Button is good. Death March. That might be really nice too if I get some more Souls. I did not. Could do Haunt and another Capture Spirit. 33. I could do Panic Button, but then next turn I might be in trouble. I think I'll risk it. So yeah, let's do Scourge. Then, I could do Enfeebling Touch. That way I don't have to play the Panic Button because I'm almost fully defended. I can't do the Haunt though, but that's fine. I can do Death March for 116. Okay. Alright. 14 plus a healing. Let's do Severance Soul. I think I'll do Grave Warden. I have Osti, so that should give me some block. Let's also grab another Upgraded Soul, and I think... You know what? Let's do the Negative Pulse here as well for more Doom. Okay. Alright, so here I'm not being attacked, but hopefully I can deal enough damage just to Soul 1, Soul 2. There's the Death March. That should be almost enough. Let's do Scourge first, and then this is 90 damage. Beautiful. Alright. Perfect. This one too, right? Yeah. Okay, got Touch of Insanity. That is very interesting. I am a big fan. Actually, I probably don't need the attack person as much as like the Touch of Insanity. And here, Oblivion, whenever you play a card this turn, apply 4 Doom to an enemy. That can be really fun. Squeeze. Osty deals 25 damage and then 5 additional damage for all other Osty attacks. That would be great if I was going for an Osty deck. And Sentry Mode, that gives me Sweeping, which is just an Osty attack. I think I will take the Oblivion, just because sometimes I do play a lot of cards. And for Doom, wait, was it for all enemies or just one enemy? To the enemy? I guess just one. So I have to use this to target this. Yeah, fine. It's still okay. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can hit a bunch of elites here again. Alright, let's see what I get from this guy. What a mighty scythe. Okay. Let's talk. Yes, it's special made for vengeance. Nice. Does the hand need a weapon? It kind of does. Alright, so Throwing Axe. The first card you play each combat is played an extra time. First card. It's interesting. Crossbow at the start of your turn, add a random attack into your hand. Is cost 0 for this turn. That might be good, might be bad. And then Meat Cleaver, you may cook at rest sites. Remove 2 cards from your deck and gain 9 max HP at a rest site. That is huge. This is the first time I've seen this relic. In this deck where I have trouble removing, the problem is, so there's 1 rest site in the same path as an elite. Yeah, if I do that, I basically just get 2 rest sites. But that is 18 more max HP and 4 card removals. That's not bad. The other option is the Throwing Axe. First card you play each combat. The very first card usually, I mean, could be a block card, could be an energy card. So I think this would be great. Oh man, I kind of want to take this. Let's take Meat Cleaver. Yep, let's cook at rest sites. Okay. It's risky because I might have to heal at rest sites too, right? But I think it's worth that risk. Alright, there are 2 haunts. I don't think I need them that badly. Do I want the Devour? No, I think I'll get it. Actually, I'll keep the lethality in case I get the, keep forgetting the name of the card. The card that I really Death March. That's what it's called. Okay. Alright, so let's start with Borrowed Time. Then, let's see what the Parse gives me. Not get what I was looking for. This gives me extra card draw too. Nope, still nothing. Alright, fine. In that case, let's do Severance. Then play Lethality and a Soul. Okay. I do more souls. I mean, if I get the Death March, that'll be great. Let's do Oblivion. Okay, that deals, applies a little bit of Doom here. That's good. Another Soul. There's Death March. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, got an Energy Potion, which I'll skip. So Blight, Strike, Defy. I will skip all of those, although Defy is interesting, but no, let's skip. Okay. And then it really doesn't make sense to go for a shove. I think I'll just do a regular fight. These are the worst. There's a fight I was doing offline without recording where I actually had to take damage from these guys, and that was just horrible. Alright, let's once again get rid of all of these. Soulstorm, it's not as much damage, but it might be a useful amount of damage to take it. Haunt is also interesting for the random damage it does. Let's do Haunt, then Soul. There's Oblivion. Let's target, let's say you. Don't play that many cards though, right? Can I defend against 17 and somehow get rid of this guy? This is 22. That's not quite enough. I can also apply Weakness. Although with Lethality, this would be 33. That's almost enough. Actually, not quite enough. Oh boy, should I just defend? Can I defend here? I need another 18 blocks, so this would be... No, that's not enough. Actually, 16. Yeah, I could just defend if I do Grave Warden 1. Grave Warden... Actually, can I just kill this guy now? 22, 33. With Lethality, I could kill this guy, but then I'll still take some damage, right? Which I would like to avoid. Yeah, I think I'll just block here. Grave Warden 2. And then Lethality. Not Lethality. I need the negative pulse, right? Because I need 30. Oh, no, I'm still taking damage this way? I miscalculated. Hang on. I could apply Weakness. That'll bring it down to 12 plus 17, which is 29. That's still not enough, though. Wait. No, that is enough. That is exactly enough. Good, good. As long as I don't lose max HP. I also forgot about Osty. That would have buffered some of my damage, too. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so Death March is only 24 now, which I can bring it up by playing a few souls. There's also Enfeebling Chub and Panic Button. Panic Button might be worth it here. I think I'll do that. Then do Borrowed Time. Okay, so Death March is 36. That is enough for the backliner. I am fully defended thanks to wait. I spoke too soon. I'm not yet fully defended. I thought I would be. Here, let's do Scourge. Another soul. Another soul. Okay. Then Wisp. I think I might just rely on my letter opener to just deal a lot of damage. Let's do... Actually, I think if I trigger one more time, it'll get rid of this guy, right? So let's do Dredge. Bring back the Borrowed Time, Death March, and... it doesn't really matter what. Another zero-cost card, probably. Yep. Okay. I think I'll try to avoid... I want to avoid losing HP by playing the Death March, so I think this is fine. And the enemy's going to be dead with the Doom anyway. Okay. Alright, Dance Macabre, Grave Warden, Defile. Another Grave Warden, but this time it's upgraded. That is very tempting, but no, I think I have to keep my deck as thin as possible. I really no reason to go for a shop. I think I'll do a regular fight here. Alright, got the Old Magistrate. Alright, so get rid of everything other than the Death March. Do I want the Dredge? Might not be a bad idea. Am I being attacked in turn 1? I am. I kind of feel like I think I should be fine, so I'm not going to take the Dark Shackles either. Alright, let's do Oblivion, Wisp, Haunt. Then Dredge. Should I do Death March and then Dredge? That makes more sense. Let's do that. Then do Dredge. Bring back... Okay, I might actually bring back the Dark Shackles. Let's definitely do Death March. Yeah, do Severance. I don't have enough energy. Let's do the Dark Shackles. Yeah, sure. Let's do Oblivion again. Alright. So then let's do Dark Shackles. And then I can do so... Actually going to take some damage here. Alright. Might be the first time this act, huh? Okay, fine. Oof, that's a lot of incoming. Let's do Wisp, Soul. Do have a panic button. It's not actually enough, surprisingly. Here, let's do Reef. Wow. Okay, I can weaken it down to 30 now. Panic button would be enough. Yeah, let's do Lethality, Grave Warden, and then, yeah, might as well do panic button. A little risky. I am luckily not being attacked here, though. That's fine. So let's do Devour Life, then Capture Spirit, then play these souls. Okay. And then let's do Borrow Time, another Soul, and another Haunt. So this way, every time I play Soul, I deal 12 damage, which is really nice. And Scourge. Can I deal a little bit extra damage here? I can't. Oh, hang on. Let's do Parse, Oblivion, Defy, and... Yeah, fine. You want the Doom is enough to kill here. Fine. Okay. That was 48 Doom there. Okay. Beautiful. The Doom animation is kind of nice. Alright, Borrowed Time, Graveflash, Sculpting Strike. I mean, with all the extra souls I have, Borrowed Time is kind of nice. Let's take it. Pre-upgraded too. Alright. Here, Future of Potions. I don't think I had this event before. You feel a faint rumbling as you round the corner to discover a gigantic spinning apparatus. It has several slots which appear to convert liquids into a highly compressed digestible tablet. The idea of turning these health tonics into tiny morsels is uncomfortable, but perhaps it's good to try new things. So either I insert an uncommon potion, I lose the touch of insanity, I obtain an upgraded uncommon power. Interesting. Or I lose the Heart of Iron and I obtain an upgraded uncommon attack. I don't want any of those. Oh man, and these are some good potions. Because I might need the block, I guess I'm okay losing the touch of insanity. And you know, an uncommon power might be good. Oh, I can reject this. That's good. So this is nice if I had more Doom. I think another Haunt. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go all in into the souls. Alright. Okay, here I got the Mecha Knight. Alright. This guy does have artifacts, so my Doom is not going to be that helpful. Let me get rid of everything other than the Borrowed Time. I will keep the Capture Spirit, though, just to be able to have more Doom. Alright, let's do one Oblivion. That's fine. Then do Capture Spirit, Severance. Okay. Then do Borrowed Time, Soul. Parse is interesting. If I get a few more souls, beautiful. Another Borrowed Time is great. Let's do one more soul. Wisp. There's a Haunt. A little too late for that, but I'll take it. And then let's do Dredge. And I'll probably bring back at least one soul, a Borrowed Time, and another Severance. Let's do that. So let's do Severance, Borrowed Time, play Soul, another Haunt. Beautiful. So every time I play Soul now, I deal 14 damage. That's nice. Soulstorm is 25. That's not bad. Another Wisp. Okay. Dark Shackles, the enemy has an artifact, right? Yeah, I mean, I could do Panic Button, but this guy attacks me every turn, so I might have to do it, though. Let's do Dark Shackles just to get rid of the, or try to get rid of the artifact. I also do Enfeebling Touch. Also do Defy and then Enfeebling Touch. I don't think that makes a big difference. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll just do Soulstorm. And then what? Let's actually do Reef first, then Soulstorm, and then Panic Button. Okay. That was a pretty good first turn. Okay. The next turn I cannot fully defend. Luckily I'm not getting attacked, so that's nice. I can do another Haunt, so now every time I play a soul it deals 20 damage. So this alone is 80 damage. Beautiful. And then Death March is enough. Can I kill without the Death March just to avoid taking too much damage? Let's do Severance, another soul, and that's enough. Beautiful. Got a Vulnerability Push, which I'll take, as well as Happy Flower. Every 3 turns get extra energy. Another Death March. Might be a little too much. It is pre-upgraded though. Fine, let's take it. Again, I'm making my deck large. There is a chance I might just not draw the right cards in the right turns, but let's try this. Alright, well, there's one Death March. That's useful. I think I'll get rid of as much as I can. I will keep this Borrowed Time, though. Okay. Alright, so there's a parse that's good. Let's do Borrow Time, Wisp, then Enfeebling Touch. Doesn't matter which one I hit. Hang on, let me do the... Actually, so is nice for you damage then. Let's do the... Not Enfeebling Touch, the parse, right. And then let's do Oblivion. Doesn't matter which one. I guess the backliner, sure. Then do Soul. Now Death March does 82. The other one does 56. So one more Soul means that I can kill the backliner with this Death March. I can kill this guy with this Death March, which, yeah, probably makes sense. Also grab back the... well, let's do the unupgrade... Or the not corrupted Death March. And then let's do Borrow Time and Severance, sure. Okay. 64. That's actually enough to kill. Beautiful. That Book Repair Knife. That's a new relic for me. Whenever a non-minion enemy dies to Doom, heal 3 HP. Okay, sadly I don't have that much Doom, but we got an upgrade Reanimate that works only... Well, as an Aussie card, I don't think I'll take it. I also think I'll skip the other ones. No Escape would be great if I was going for a Doom deck. Here I got Kunai. Every time I play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 dexterity. That probably won't trigger that often, right? I don't think I play that many attacks. Right, this one is tough because it does attack every turn, the Soul Nexus. Get rid of all of this. I mean, keeping 1 Wisp and keeping a Haunt is interesting. I might also keep the Panic button. Man, it's really tempting to... You know what? I think I'll try to get the other Death March. I did get it. Beautiful. So let's do Haunt, Wisp, then Severance. Okay. Then play a few more... Let's actually... the Oblivion first, then do a few more Souls. Then do Wisp, Borrow Time. Okay, this is going great. Unfortunately, I already played in the first attack, right? So Death March is not going to be that useful. Luckily, I do have that Panic button still. I should have done the other Haunt first. Alright, I can play everything. Let's do Defy, then Panic button, then Death March. Okay. Alright, that's a good amount of Doom there. 21 incoming. Let's do another Soul. Dredge is nice. I don't think I need Devour Life. I think I should be able to deal enough damage very soon. Let's do Dredge. Bring back 1 Soul. 1 upgraded borrowed time, and then the Death March. I think that should be enough. 62. Yeah, that is enough. I will take some damage. I think that's fine. 2 HP. I'll accept that. We got Potion Belt. That's really awesome. I can pick up, gain 2 potion slots. Deathbringer is nice. No, I will. None of this fit my soul deck, so I think I'll move on. All right, this is a hilarious event. Here, Royal Poison to heal to 4 HP. That's a little, or full HP. I don't think I need that. Lose 11 HP to get a random relic, and the random relic I got is Permafrost. The first time you play a power card each combat, gains 6 block. That's not too bad. Okay. All right, these guys again. Okay. Yeah, once again, get rid of all of these. Keep the Wisp. So is nice. Negative Pulse. Haunt is interesting, but I don't have any souls at the moment. I think I'll keep the So. Okay. Alright, let's Oblivion this guy. Then, sure, let's do Devour Life. Why not? I have the energy, right? Let's do Dark Shackles. So. I might have to do Panic Button and hope I can deal enough damage next turn. I think I should be able to. Let's try that. Okay. Alright. I was really hoping to get some souls. This is what happens when your deck is getting larger, right? I can remove the strength on this guy, though. That's useful. I would like to capture Spirit. Haunt is also really interesting. I can play everything with the Wisp, right? Yeah. So I can do Defy. Unfortunately, I'm taking damage here. Wait, this guy's not weakened yet. Let's weaken this guy. Then weaken this guy, and then do Capture Spirit. And unfortunately... Alright, fine. I'm losing a little bit of HP. Not much I could have done about that. Didn't draw any of my souls yet. What's the debuff I'm getting? It is the Dampen while Magi Knife is alive. All your cards are downgraded. Oh, okay. That's not good. So Death March is not that useful yet. I still haven't drawn a single soul. All of them are hiding. Great. That's what I was worried about. Alright, I do have a Severance that would get me a soul. That's good. Okay. Let's also do Wisp. Still did not get another soul, though. Soulstorm is 15. That's not quite enough. Yeah, I am taking some damage here. Nothing I can do about that. Let's do Grave Warden. I don't think I need the lethality to Haunt. And then 19 plus 16 is, what is that? 35. That is at least enough to get rid of the backliner, so I preserve some of my HP. Actually, I'm almost able... No, never mind. Still taking 15 damage. Yeah, fine. Finally getting some souls. Alright. Let's do Scourge. Then Dredge. Bring back the... keep forgetting the name of the card. Death March. Yep. I can also probably grab Energy. Let's do... Did I have an upgrade borrow time? No. Let's do this unupgrade one, and then I'll grab a soul. Okay. So borrow time. Death March is 22. Let's play a few souls. Yeah, all the souls are hiding in the end. And, I mean, obviously I can use the Death Marches. I'm trying to think if there's any way for me to... actually, I'm pretty sure I can just kill with Letter Opener, right? Okay, beautiful. Yeah, just needed to draw 2 of those souls. We got Bronze Scale Sedge come with 3 Thorns, as well as... I do apply Doom frequently, so Death's Door would work great with the Oblivion, right? So every time I play a card, apply 4 Doom, and every time you apply Doom... Oh, no, if you apply Doom this turn, gain 2 block additional times. Okay, so it's actually a really good block card. But no, my deck is getting too large. I think I'll skip this. Okay. Alright, Mecha Knight again. Okay. Let's get rid of everything here. I will keep the Death's March and the upgraded Wisp, but get rid of the rest. Yeah, again, did not start with a Doom, with a Soul, but I do have Parse at least. That's nice. Let's do Capture Spirit and Wisp. Okay. Then do Parse. Alright, at least I have the Haunts. Might take some damage here, right? Can I dredge back something useful? I can dredge back the Borrowed Time. That's useful. Let's do Haunt 1, Haunt 2, then Soul. Another Soul. And then, let's do 1 more Soul. Borrowed Time is nice. Okay, that gives me energy. Death March is 114. And another 80, that'll be 190 something. Let's play a few more, or draw a few more cards with the Souls. Another Wisp. And how much is this now? 138 and 89. Beautiful. Okay. Got Gorget at the start of each combat. Gained 4 plating. That's good. Severance, Fetch, or Sick'em. Another Severance. No, again, I think I'll keep my deck thin. Now, 4 to score is not good. I think getting Librarian does require 35 cards. I guess I'll find out. But, yeah, so I'm not really maximizing the score here. But I am having a lot of fun. Alright, I once again might save the Panic button. Let's also keep the Death March. Okay. Alright, here let's do Borrow Time, Capture Spirit. Yes, before I draw cards, so that I can draw the other souls. Alright, there's a Wisp, there's a Parse. Okay. Another soul. Soulstorm is not that good at the moment. Let's do another Wisp, and then... Death March is 114. I do have extra energy. Let's play more things here. Do I have anything with card draw? I do not. Let's do Reef, Lethality, Death March. Actually, hang on. Defy, Soulstorm, Death March, and then actually don't even need Panic button because I'm fully defended already. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, lots of incoming here. Let's do Borrowed Time, Soul. Then Death March is 31. I would like a little bit more. Let's grab Borrowed Time... Severance, and what else? Parse, sure. Borrowed Time, Parse. Death March is 55. Beautiful. Okay. Got a Gambler's Brew as well as strike damage cards containing 3 strike, deal 3 additional damage, and sacrifice. If Asti is alive, he dies and you gain block equal to double his max HP. That would be better if Asti had more HP. Drain Power, upgrade 2 random cards in discard pile. That might work great here, but no, I think once again I'll skip this. Alright. Okay, I completely forgot I had the meat cleaver, so I could have cooked here instead of going for a question mark room. That's fine. Let's cook, which is fine. I still get to remove 2 cards. Which of these do I not want? I feel like I have too many Grave Wardens. Actually, no. Let's get rid of the negative pulls. Basically, anything that does not give me a soul card. And that's not necessary for extra card draw. Yeah, Defy, I think, can go too. Alright. It's a really powerful deck, a relic if you're going for a thin deck. Alright, here I got C18 now. Okay. Alright, Haunt is really nice. I do have... Oh, man, I have some good cards here. Let's keep the Parse. Let's keep the Death March, the Borrowed Times, the Severance, the Haunt. Okay, so I'm just getting rid of the Defy, which is fine. Alright, Capture Spirit is good. Let's do Haunt first, then Capture Spirit, then Borrowed Time 1, 2, then Parse. Okay. Alright, so there's an Oblivion. That's nice. Let's also do the... Do I even need the Wisp? That might have been a mistake. Hang on, let's see what I get with the Soul here. Alright, another Soul... and Death March. So I have 2 Death Marches now. Actually, can I kill with just this one? Yeah, if I do Soulstorm... Wait, can I trigger? Yeah, I can do Letter Opener. So let's do Grave Warden and then Death March. That way I don't need to lose HP. And yeah, fine. Let's do another Grave Warden, actually. Yeah, just to get another soul. I should also drink my Heart of Iron. Okay. Alright, so I do have the Dredge here. That's nice. I also have the Panic button. Let's do Haunt. I could probably almost fully defend with this too, right? Just need 6 block. Let's do Dredge and bring back a Soul, the Death March, and what else? A Borrowed Time? No, Capture Spirit. Yep. So let's do Soul, Capture Spirit. Death March is 29. I was hoping for more, actually. Alright, there's another Soul. Oh, wow. Okay. I was hoping I would get more, actually, if I play 3 more skills or 2 more skills, I'll have enough block, right? So I mean, Death March is nice to just deal damage. Let's do Wisp and then Reeve, okay? And then I need 1 more skill, and unfortunately I don't have that. And then Panic Button, which doesn't really help me. Fine, let's do Grave Warden. Alright, alright. Did miss out on playing another Death March there. Oh, wait, did it get on top of my... Hang on. So the Death... I'm confused. Didn't I apply... Okay, there's some visual. For some reason, I thought the Death March went back into my draw pile, but no, it went to my discard pile. Okay, yeah, I got a little confused there. Alright, let's do Scourge here. Then, see what the souls give me. There's another Haunt. Okay, dealing 20 damage with each Haunt placed. Can I just kill by playing all the souls? Yeah, because I just need to play a few of them, right? Let's do Soul 1, Soul 2, reshuffle. And then Soul 3 is enough, unless I can defend, which I probably don't want to. Can I... Actually, you know what? I can do Grave Warden, get more souls, and then the Doom will take care of things. Okay. Alright. And then, yeah, I'm waiting here. I cannot do Capture Spirit. That's a shame. I would like to get to Dooms. So I guess there's not much I can do here. So, yeah, might as well wait. Okay. Might use my Gambler's Brew, actually. Alright, 30 incoming. There's Panic Button. That's still useful. Let's do Scourge. Might as well throw the Vulnerability Potion. Enfeebling Touch is great. Brings it down to 6. Devour Life is good to get Ostia a little upgraded there. Oblivion, sure. Then let's do a Reef. Grave Ward. And I am fully defended. I don't think there's a reason to play anything else. Let's wait. Okay. 45. Let me do Soul 1. Reshuffled. Good. Borrow Time, Soul 2. Death March is 49. I think I can probably kill with it though, right? At this point, let's do another Soul. Oblivion, sure. 1 more Soul. Dark Shackles is nice. Another Soul. Panic Button, why not? And then this is 97 already. I should have done the Capture Spirit first. Okay, yeah, fine. Let's do Scourge for extra card draw. There's another Soul. Okay. And 1 more Soul. And this is 133 damage. Beautiful. All right. This was a very fun deck. I'm very happy. So, yeah, first time I'm doing like a nice soul synergy. Still a little disappointed that my deck was really large. Okay, you killed my parents. You killed my friend. You killed my life. What? Die monster. Okay. All right. All right. Not a bad amount of damage. Okay. Oh, man. The skeleton just fell apart. 1984. Oh, I guess that's because of all the elites I fought. That's not too bad. Yeah, so I fought 18 elites. Yeah, did gain probably more than 1,000 gold, but not much more than that. I think if I didn't take the ectoplasm, I probably would have had 25 more points. Still 19... wait, no. Was it 1980 or something around that? Well fed, thanks to the max HP. And then I discovered a new epoch, as well as 2 new relic ectoplasm meat cleaver. Right, I hadn't taken those up. And then I had the Essence of Bane too. Okay, yeah, I'm too lazy to scroll those scores. Yeah, this is not a bad run. Let me know in the comments what you did. I think the other option was to go for a Doom deck, but I am very happy with how the souls ended up working out pretty well for me. Especially if you don't start off with basic strikes and defense. It does help. What is this? Trash Heap. Oh, that's a new event. Oh, okay. I didn't know that you can even unlock events. All right, yeah. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you did, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.